Everybody loves Left 4 Dead. A lot of people still play Left 4 Dead, even after nearly 12 years after its last installment. A lot of people were hopeful for another one, but unfortunately Valve cannot count to 3 for some reason, and since Steam rolls in money, they aren't inclined to really focus on making games. When news came that the developers behind Left 4 Dead Turtle Rock were making a spiritual successor, of course there was hype. Back 4 Blood is a bounce-back opportunity for Turtle Rock returning to their roots after the absolute failure of Evolve, which had a cool asymmetric shooter concept, but it was riddled with microtransactions and had nowhere near enough content to justify a full purchase on top of the insane amount of monetization. On paper, Back 4 Blood sounds like nothing major could go wrong. A Left 4 Dead formula by the original devs in the modern day with access to greater technologies that allows for more technical freedom and opportunities for better visuals, better performance, and most notably, grander ambitions with gameplay mechanics and level design. The primary expectation is that it should be a massive improvement and build on top of an already legendary foundation. However, after my time with the beta, I felt like Back 4 Blood regresses in a lot of aspects and succumbs to a lot of modern day tropes and practices. Visually, the game looks good, models are detailed, guns look near identical to their real life counterparts, but it doesn't have a distinct style of its own despite its efforts to do so. The survivors in this game feel way too over-designed for the situation, feeling more like caricatures than actual people thrust into an unfortunate situation, especially with how quippy they are. Every other minute was a lame zinger trying to deliver comedy in spaces where it doesn't fit, and it took away from that makeshift camaraderie you felt from Left 4 Dead. I also cannot recall a single memorable map of the game since they're so indistinct in their layout and setting, although it is just a beta, so maybe there are more interesting levels in the launch version. The zombie design overall is super bland, like they do nothing to enhance the world or situation at all. It is true that in most zombie games, these zombies are just fodder and filler towards your next objective, so it doesn't really matter what they look like when you turn them into bloody mushes within a split second of seeing them. But to me, zombie designs are integral to visual storytelling and world building, especially what they're wearing. You're able to imagine what a poor soul was doing, or what their interests were, or what their life was like before their tragic demise and reanimation. Back 4 Blood just has these glow-in-the-dark blobs that you shoot at, and it really hurts the special infected design as well, and that's not only in the visual department. Do you remember in Left 4 Dead that there are specific audio cues depending on which special infected is nearby? Like the chilling piano of the Spitter and Hunter, the ominous violins of the Boomer, or more iconically, the sirening wails of the Witch. That's nowhere to be found here, at least in the beta. They just show up randomly and are more annoying than they are terrifying because of how hollow the game's presentation is. Gameplay wise, moving and shooting felt pretty good, actually. Moving around felt smooth and shooting your guns felt punchy and responsive due to the recoil and feedback feeling right. The guns had a lot of impact and mowing down hordes felt satisfying. The approach they took with characters having their own skills and traits is commendable. They aren't just palette swaps, which makes picking a character quite an important choice for team compositions, especially considering the difficulty and terrain of the map you and your friends are playing on. This level of decision making also impacts what weapon types you'll be taking, since the game has different ammo types that you'll find in the field, meaning not everyone can rock a shotgun because there just won't be enough ammo for everyone. So coordinating who takes a shotgun, sniper, an assault rifle, a missile launcher with your party is a welcomed layer of strategy in my opinion. However, the card-based attribute system is my biggest concern about the game in two separate areas. Upgrading your stats like health and reload speed and damage I feel dilutes the layer of strategy I was talking about earlier, since you can alleviate your character's weaknesses, making their character choice less of an important decision. I also just don't like the idea of dropping into a game with someone who has the best cards and they're just a one-man army, especially in PvP. I don't get the point of having different power levels in a team-oriented shooter because you don't really have to coordinate with your team, which defeats the purpose in my opinion. I hated this system in Battlefront 2 and I strongly dislike it in this game as well, not only for its gameplay implications, but because you know it will get monetized to all hell, essentially making it play to win. And with the direction Back 4 Blood is going in with all the skins and cards and other profitable cosmetics, some of which that are tied directly to the $100 version of the game, there is a looming question mark for the longevity of this game. I want Back 4 Blood to succeed, and I think commercially it will for sure. A lot of people like the beta, and another big thing it has going for it is that it will be on Game Pass day one, so more people will have the chance to see what the full game offers, me included. But as of right now, in terms of how it will fare as an experience, there are just a lot of questions with its direction, its design elements, and its foundation as a whole. And with so many things up in the air about this game, I think a lot of people who were hopeful for a successor to Left 4 Dead would prefer to save their time and money and just play Left 4 Dead. And with all that being said, I am worried about Back 4 Blood. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't, comment your thoughts down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and consider subscribing as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you guys next time.